Hey, today's a brand new day. Welcome and thanks for being here on today's Rundown with Ramon. We have an exciting episode for you today. I was recently at my niece's baby shower. I'm going to break down. It was a small event, intimate event. I've spoken at events with thousands and thousands and thousands of people, but there's so much that I learned from hosting this smaller event, this family event with a baby shower, principles of success for standing on any stage that you'll learn from me today. And I'm going to share that. Always we have insights, oftentimes from the bigger brands, what we can learn from them. ServiceNow acquires a startup for $7 billion. Ramon, what does that mean with us? Roomba, the maker of the iRobot, is filing for Chapter 11 protection. What does that mean for us? And did you know that 40-somethings are going back to school? Welcome to a brand new day. This is the Rundown with Ramon. We're going to have a good time today. And listen, across the world, there's all kind of things happening to people. All kind of things. Some people woke up today in mourning and sadness. Some people woke up today in happiness. Some people woke up today in the middle. Some people didn't wake up today. But either way, you're here today on today's Rundown with Ramon. There's one thing I want you to do. Go to zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com, and make sure you subscribe so you do not miss out on all the insights that we're sharing here on zoneofgenius.com. Big mega thanks to our sponsor, Bitdefender, who makes this episode and other content we produce possible. Check out Bitdefender at bitdefender.com/Ramon. Do yourself a favor and go there right now, bitdefender.com/Ramon. You go home at night, you lock the door of your house, don't you? You click, lock it to make sure you're safe and secure, even though most people are fine. You leave your car, you lock the door of your car. We want to make sure your small business is secure. Hackers are a real thing. Cyber criminals are a real thing. Malware is a real thing. Phishing is a real thing. All these scams and nefarious things are a real thing. Make sure you download Bitdefender, Password Manager, VPN. When you click, it checks the links for you and all those kind of things. Make sure your business is secure by going to bitdefender.com/Ramon. Again, welcome to the Rundown with Ramon, a brand new day. We got an amazing episode for you. Sit back, buckle up, relax. Well, you don't have to relax because today is a brand new day on the Rundown with Ramon. So you may ask yourself, why is Ramon doing this every single day, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. live? And of course, we have our audience who listens to us on our podcast, watches, sees this in our email newsletter, sees our YouTube, sees our Facebook, and more. I enjoy it. I enjoy the medium of live, of talking to an audience, and I enjoy also knowing there's somebody out there, even though they didn't join me live, they saw fit to tune into the Rundown with Ramon and learn a few things they can do to live their best life or start or grow their business. So I enjoy doing it. I'm glad you're here today. Let's get into the main topic of the day and talk about the lesson I wanted to share with you today. I went to my niece's baby shower on Friday, and I hosted her event. Now, she's my niece. There was a small group of people, 50 people there, give or take. So this was not only a small event, it was my niece. She's family. And it's a baby shower. So you may say, Ramon, how hard can it be? What can you teach us, Ramon? This is not some big event. Ramon, you've hosted events on the biggest stages of the world, Ramon. Gary Vaynerchuk's invited you to host at his event, Ramon. Seth Godin's invited you to share with him, Ramon. You've Damon John and Simon Sinek and Mark Cuban and Lisa Nichols. So many business icons have been on your stage, Ramon, or shared the stage with you, Ramon. What are you going to share with us? Well, stay tuned, Julie Riga. Good day, good morning. Glad you're here, Julie Riga. Kai is here. Kai, glad you're here. Good morning. Welcome to a brand new day. Thanks for being here on today's Rundown with Ramon. So here's what I'm going to share with you today. Here's the lesson you can learn. How do you show up on a stage, any stage, and make sure you have the biggest impact possible? Here's a few nuggets of how you can show up and be on a stage, and I would dare say any stage. So number one, I brought energy and excitement. And this is one of the best things that any host can do. What is the energy and excitement that you're bringing? Now, your energy may be different than my energy. My excitement may be different than your excitement. But I do think as a host, for most events, it cannot be dry. It can't be boring. Now, here's what you want to be careful. You can't be me. I can't be you. But I've seen too many hosts try, or they think they're funny, they're not, or they bring up this silly energy and think it has to be a joke. It's just weird. So make sure you practice and hone, watch your videos, listen to your clients, ask them for feedback as you bring the appropriate energy to an event. And you'll need to know how to measure that, how to measure it out like cooking good food. You don't want to be at a high all the time. You don't want to be bouncing people up and down too much, and you don't want to think you have good high energy and you're really monotonous and lame. It's an art form. It's an art form. So the energy that you're transferring, the energy that you're carrying through an event is so important. Number two, as we talk about impacting on stage, talk about the small stage I did serving my niece's baby shower. And what I learned for speaking on any stage is I use the art of humor. I'm not saying you have to be funny per se. I'm not saying you have to be a comedian per se, but I am saying that humor is an art and humor is an important part of most hosting. Most every event I've been to, and I've been to hundreds and hundreds of events, humor is a great part of it. Why? Because we like to laugh as humans. We want to smile. We want to feel good. So the art of humor, the art of humor, number two, is a great thing to understand as you're thinking of how to serve your audience. The third thing I did is I integrated my audience into my show performance. There was a gentleman there who's a friend of my niece, and I brought him into elements of our show and said, why don't you come in and help me judge who raises their hand fast to answer questions? I brought the audience into the experience. That's number three, something that you should do as you're hosting any event. How can you integrate the audience in some way, shape, or fashion into what you're doing? Next up, understand that indeed this is a performance. You're most likely there to entertain. You're there to keep the attention. You're there to shift the attention. You're there to move things along. It's a performance. Another thing to keep in mind as you're hosting events is laugh fast. Have a fast laugh, have a ready laugh, have a smile. That goes back to the aspect of humor. The other tip that you can do is model behavior that you want the audience to want. If you're laughing at your joke, they're going to laugh at your joke. If you're cheering somebody on, they're going to cheer somebody on. If you're pointing out the audience and amplifying the host, in this case, my niece and her husband, they're going to do the same thing. Model the behavior that you want. And this is something I've learned that's very, very important as we wrap up this segment of the Rundown with Ramon. Check in with the client often. Remember, they are the client. They're the boss. They're the one telling you what to do. But, even though my niece, in this case, my little niece, she was the client, as it were, I treat her as a client. She is not an expert in hosting events. I've hosted hundreds of events. I know what works. I know what doesn't work. I can feel the energy in the room. That wasn't her expertise. And so I listened to her. I got her input. I said, when do you want me to start? When do you want it? But oftentimes I'd come to her and say, you know what? I think we should tweak this or shift this. Let's do this now. Afterwards, she was so grateful. So my message of the day today as we talk about hosting events. Hey, good to see you here, Yvette. Good to see you here, Anna. Good to see you here, everybody who's coming in. Being comfortable in your own skin is definitely part of it, Yvette, for sure. This is the way to host events and have impactful events. And understand, everybody has to be skilled at it. I was taking one of my piano lessons today with Diana of the Musical Web, and I was amazed at how fast both of her hands can move. I was like, wow, I've been playing piano for 40 years. I can't move that fast. But hopefully with practice and over time, if I stick at it, I will get better and better and better. And this is the way it was with all of us. I don't have the skill sets that Julie has. I don't have the skill sets that Kai has. I don't have the skill set that Yvette has. All of us have different skill sets and things we do well. But as you practice, as you develop it, this is how you get better. I'm a professional host. I've hosted the biggest and best, most impactful events around the world. I've done it so many times. This is my gift, yes, but it's also what I do. So I have a lot more practice maybe than the average person might. So I'm very, very good at it. And that's why I can share with you what I learned in hosting my niece's baby shower. Small event with 50 people, but the principles of hosting a good event are still there and still applicable. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Don't miss out on amazing insights like this. Go to zoneofgenius.com, sign up. Go to zoneofgenius.com and sign up so you don't miss out on amazing insights like this. And again, thanks to our friends at Bitdefender for enabling this segment to happen. Go to bitdefender.com/Ramon, bitdefender.com/Ramon, and make sure your small business is secure. Ding, 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 ding. Up next, headline of the day says ServiceNow is in talks to acquire a startup for $7 billion, a startup Armis. ServiceNow is this big, big, big company that services large companies. There's a lot of back-end services for them. So ServiceNow is negotiating to acquire Armis, a cybersecurity unicorn, for as much as $7 billion. Now, why is ServiceNow doing that? ServiceNow already sells big companies X amount of software and services and things of this nature. They want to grow and do more. So they figured, let us buy Artemis, let's buy this company. And now we already have customers. We can sell more of it too with economies of scale. Often in these purchases, they'll reduce back office services. They have a payroll team, an HR team. They have a marketing team. All these things they already have. And over time, they'll see how they can leverage the back end of ServiceNow and leverage it and sell more ServiceNow products to Artemis's clients and sell more Artemis's products and services to ServiceNow clients. And it's not Artemis, it's Armis. So lesson of the day for all of us, maybe you're not going to buy a business, Ayanna. Maybe you're not going to buy a business event. Maybe you're not going to buy a business, Kai, but you can see how you can leverage economies of scale. You can see how you can work together with each other to grow. I'm doing that in my business. As I leverage and go to other events and attend other events, so many events my calendar's already filling up. You have Creative Con in Chicago. I'll be hosting that event. How can I leverage the power of Creative Con and do more? I'll be hosting Scale with Stability. Join me in Arkansas. ScaleWithStability.com. Working with Alexandra Nicole. Elevate your growth. EYGEvents.com. How can you work more with people? How can you add value to people? How can you do that? I want to remind you all, many of you are saying, Ramon, I want to work with you. I want you to mentor me. I want you to coach me. Well, you have an opportunity. I'm opening up office hours with Ramon. Check that out at RamonOfficeHours.com, RamonOfficeHours.com. If you want to work with Ramon Ray, now is your time to get in, RamonOfficeHours.com. We got a lot going on, and I invite you to check that out. Again, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. Next up, headline of the day says, Roomba maker iRobot files for Chapter 11. Roomba robot vacuum creator iRobot has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. It is protection and will be acquired by 2 Chinese companies through a court-supervised process, reports Bloomberg. Under the agreement, lead supplier Shenzhen will take full equity ownership of the consumer robotics company. Established in 1990 by a group of MIT engineers, iRobot sold more than 50 million Roomba models worldwide before facing macroeconomic challenges, including a failed $1.4 billion acquisition attempt by Amazon. So here's the bottom line, everybody. Business goes, business comes. Our job is to wake up every single day and do the best we can for our businesses and serve our customers the best we can every single day. That's all we can expect. That's all we can do. Chapter 11 is a business tool that happens so that you can get some protection, reduce your debts, erase your debts, and still go on in business. It is what it is. Question today for you. Have you ever thought about throwing in the towel? Have you ever thought about giving up? Have you ever thought about this is too much? Well, there's no shame in it sometimes. If you do it right, you do it legally. Don't burn people. But sometimes you have to use the legal tools that we have and protect your business as much as you can, to protect the people who are there as much as you can, so you can build back stronger. Build back stronger. If you've ever been in a position where you've been kind of down and you needed to take a pause or a detour to build back stronger, put build in the chat, B-U-I-L-D, build in the chat. Whether you're hearing me live or hearing me on demand, if you're one of those people say, Ramon, I've had to build back, let me know that that's you, that I'm not alone. I've gone through a season of that. I'm in a season of that now. My business is a bit slower. And I'm figuring out, how do I serve? How do I add value? How can I build back stronger? Again, welcome to The Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, bringing you all the insight you need to start or grow your business. Ding, 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 ding. Next up, interesting headline, 40-somethings go back to school amid workplace woes. Many Americans approaching midlife are going back to school as layoffs, stagnant pay, and the AI boom affect their careers. But the pivot isn't easy, as many must juggle the pressures of academics, including with the responsibilities tied to family and work. Plus, a return to campus often means assuming more debt during prime earning years. On average, in-state public college costs about $30,000 annually. For private nonprofit schools, it's typically much more than that. Here's the bottom line. People are going back to school. People are going back to learning. There's no shame in realizing, hey, I've gone through life this way. I may need to make a pivot. I may need to do something different. I may, as Tricia says, I may need to reinvent. This is important. I may need to reorganize. Thanks for being here, Trish. This is so important. We can't stay the same. Doing things the same is a quick road or a slow road to irrelevancy. We can't stay the same. We can't afford to be the same. I'm reinventing. as I build the rundown with Ramon, as I build up the things I'm doing, the new offering I have to help people grow their businesses in office hours. Many of you want to check this out. Office Hours with Ramon, RamonOfficeHours.com. If you're saying, I want Ramon to mentor me, if you're saying, I want Ramon to teach me, I want to learn what Ramon knows, I invite you to check out RamonOfficeHours.com. RamonOfficeHours.com. Check that out. Listen, we're getting ready to head into a brand new year. And whether you're hearing this in 2025, hearing it in 2026, hearing it in 2027, no matter when you're hearing this, where you're hearing it, we're always moving forward. And the choices are how we will approach life. The choices are what we will do, what we won't do. The choice is ours. The question is, can you do it or can you not do it? Are you going to be one that moves onward or doesn't? And maybe you'll say this with me. Here I'm saying, I can't afford it to fail. Listen to this. Check this out. Does anybody here have a strong why that you wake up and know, I can't afford to fail? I can't, because people are counting on me. Anybody with me? Okay. So this is why I'm going to wake up every day. People ask Ramon, what drives you? Rent? Ramon, what drives you? Eating? I can't afford to fail. You have too many people counting on you. You cannot afford to fail. That's the message of the day today. We got to get back up. Everybody, don't forget, check out zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com. How I can inspire you, help you start or grow your business, bring it to the next level. I'm here to help you. Don't forget to join me in the office hours, RamonOfficeHours.com, and check out our friends at BitDefender. You definitely want to check them out. BitDefender.com/Ramon, BitDefender.com/Ramon. Check it out. Wishing you a beautiful, beautiful, amazing day. Thank you, Trish. Appreciate you being here, Trish. Glad to have you here. Spread the word, show up. Don't forget to check out zoneofgenius.com, and I'll be back here tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. And those who are watching the podcast, you can watch anytime you want. Be blessed. See you next time. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Comment, share. Let me know you're watching. Take care. Bye-bye.